Hello guys, 17 PopRocks here with a new and improved tutorial for making speed paints in HitFilm Express. Before I begin, I'd like to mention the software and hardware I use for those of you who might be interested. For drawing, I use Paint Tool Slide 2. For recording, I use OBS. HitFilm Express is used for video editing, and the drawing tablet I use is a Huon H610 Pro. I do all of this on an Asus TUF Gaming laptop with an old Dell monitor, running off of Windows 10 Home Edition. That said, let's get on with the tutorial. Obviously, before you start, you want to make sure you have the files you need to put a speed paint together. You'll need a pre-recorded video of your drawing, the finished image, and the music you'd like to use in the speed paint, henceforth known as speeds. Once you have all of those together, you're going to press this button that says Import and select your files. After you've got them in the Media tab, you can drag the video into the timeline. Once your video is in the timeline, you're going to want to remove the audio that's already set in the video. To do that, you'll right-click the audio and press the button that says Unlink, and click anywhere else in the timeline. If the audio layer is green, you're good to right-click again and press Delete. You can also just click it and press the Delete key on your keyboard. Now, you're going to want to drag the music over onto the timeline and bring the volume down just a smidge while you're working. Now that the music is in place, it's time to speed up the video portion. Once again, you're just going to right-click the video and press Speed/Duration, and this little guy will pop up. Normally, I'll set the video to last about 10 to 15 seconds shorter than the music, so if the song is about 3 minutes and 40 seconds, I'll have the length of the video hit about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. After you've sped up the video, you'll move on to the end of the speed. That finished image you've got waiting, bring it onto the timeline at the very end of the video. Depending on the size, it'll either fit in the frame or it won't, but all you need to do to fix it is click one of the blue squares in the corner and drag it inwards or outwards depending on the size. To keep the proportions, just hit Shift before clicking. Once you've got it down to a size you like, drag the end of the image on the timeline to the end of the song. Then, you're going to take this little razor tool and cut the picture in the timeline. Take this in half and rework the image so there's room for text and an Endscreen card. Now it's time to add text. In this area, there's an icon that just says A. You're going to click that and click anywhere on the viewer to open a text box. Start typing whatever you'd like to say. Normally, I type "Thank you for watching" and leave it at that. To change the font, color, size, and boldness, just select Text and click the Text tab where your files were imported. Mess around and find something you like. I generally use Verdana in bold at around 68 for size. For the color, I usually pick something from the drawing. I repeat this process to make a second line of text that says "Last upload" using these as arrows. After I finished up typing out the text, I go back to my arrow tool and move them to where I want them on the screen. Now, it's time to work on transitions. You're going to want to scroll in a little bit on the timeline and drag the audio line down so that all the video timelines are visible. After that's done, click the Effects tab and scroll all the way down until you see a folder labeled Transitions Video. It'll open up a list of subfolders, so I'm using the ones under Dissolve. You'll notice most of these have a star next to them. If you click the star, it moves the transition into your favorites folder at the top, so you don't have to scroll again to find it. Click Cross Dissolve and bring it to the part where the end of the video meets the image, and adjust it to your liking. You'll do the same thing where the image meets up with the Endscreen as well. Next, line up your text with or after the Endscreen starts, and add the additive dissolve transition to each line, and again, adjust to your liking. After these are all set up, just add another additive dissolve effect to the end of both lines of text and the image. You can apply this to the beginning of the speep as well if you'd like a title screen. I just like to add the transition to the video so it isn't so sudden. Give your speep a quick watch through and see if everything's to your liking. If everything is a go, simply set your in and out points by pressing these two buttons right here. Once you've set those, hit export at the edge of your screen right there. Name the speep whatever you want and hit save. This process takes a few minutes, so while you wait, take a quick break. Get up and stretch or scroll through your phone, eat something, drink water even. When you get back, it should be ready to upload to YouTube. When you're ready to upload your finished speep to YouTube, you'll press the little camera up in the corner of your screen. Select your file and start working on that description. If you have a ready-made thumbnail, now's the time to add it. You can also add it to a playlist now as well. Be sure to select if your speep was made for kids or not. I usually hit no. Add your end screen here by clicking this guy right here. For tutorial's sake, I'll just hit add. Click plus element video. I usually put one video from my last upload, so I'll click the one video option. I'm going to drag it under the text and then shorten it on the timeline so it lines up with everything else. This screen is pretty self-explanatory, but the basic rundown is this. It lets you know if your video can be monetized or if it will be blocked in certain regions across the globe. It also lets you know whether or not ads will run on the video. Off to the next screen, visibility. At this point, you can either save, publish, or schedule the upload. I usually set mine to upload the next Monday at 12 p.m. EST, so even if I don't upload on a consistent schedule, the time and day of uploads will always be the same. Once you've figured out when you'll publish it, hit save or publish, and share the speed to your friends, on your social medias, wherever you want. And that's pretty much it for making and uploading Speedpaints. After you make a few, you get the hang of it and where things are, so it goes by pretty quickly. It's really the description that gets me. Either way, I hope that this tutorial was useful or helped you out in some way. If it did, please let me know by liking or commenting. It's a nice relief to know I've been able to help someone, even if it's something small like this. I'll leave a few links in the description for the software and such that I use, as well as the finished speed. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you all have fun making videos. Stay safe, guys.